Oh, there we go.
Hey everyone, it's Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse.
And Michael from Haiku Greenhouses.
And we are doing today's top 5 plants. So I'm gonna start.
Yes.
And I have got this gorgeous double petunia. It is a Surfinia summer double salmon. This series of double petunias, this is I would say a coral red color, and it's more compact. So this is fantastic for smaller planters, something like a 12-inch. If you put 4 of these in a 12-inch, it'd just be this perfect, beautiful little mound, like a mushroom cap. You can also mix it with other plants, but that color is stunning. We did some of these in the greenhouse last year in some little window boxes, and it was really pretty. Yeah, just love this color. Again, it's a little bit smaller plant than some of the other petunias we have, but it does get loaded in flowers, so very pretty choice. Full sun for petunias, minimum 6 hours of light directly hitting the leaf to full day of sunshine.
For the record, I am wearing a Deb's Greenhouse shirt, so I'm cross-dresser a little bit today, but
Yeah.
we had a great day today.
Yeah,
It was a
Mother's
lot of
Day
fun.
today. We were open all day. We had live music and food trucks, and it just was amazing in here.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
So, with Debbie's assistance, I got to pick today's top 5, and mine was rosemary.
Yeah.
Rosemary is a staple when it comes to herbs.
It's one of my favorites to use in the kitchen.
Yeah. So it's a kitchen herb. Yep. And but there's a couple things that you have to know about rosemary. Debbie grows the rosemary, the herbs, most of the herbs in 2.5-inch pots.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
And that is so because you can use them right away. This plant just does better in a 2.5-inch pot, a little bit smaller container. But you can use this the day you get it home. So
you could cut it and use it for your cooking right away. Yeah.
Right away. And then what'll happen, then it'll start branching from the sides, and you can use it again. You can also take off some of the leaves, just some of the leaves. You could cut it, and then another time take off some of the leaves for cooking. And it'll just keep growing tall if you don't cut it, but do cut it so it gets nice and bushy.
Yeah.
And you can bring this thing in the house in the fall.
Oh yeah,
and,
I kept a
yeah.
bunch over the winter.
Yeah. So
But
rosemary.
go ahead and pot it into a bigger pot when you get it home. Something you have already, or we have lots of choices of pottery.
Or a herb container, where you mix other herbs.
So for growing rosemary though, they like to be on the dry side. If you've grown lavender, they like to be dry as well. So do not have this soaking in water, very dry growing. It's good if the soil on top is a lighter brown color because it is dry to the touch.
Yeah.
And that's how it likes to be. Oh, mine.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is they kind of close up for the night, but this is a Swan River daisy, or they're also called Brachycome. And we have it in this really pretty lavender and in a pink. We've shown them in a few other videos, in mixes that we did with them. They don't compete very well. They're not an aggressive plant, and they do stay smaller. We love to mix them with Calibrachoa because they do compete well with Calibrachoa, which is a smaller plant as well. And they're just so pretty. So we have lots of these in hanging baskets, and blend these with Calibrachoa for just a tiny little daisy. A lot of people buy these also for fairy gardens.
And they sprawl out from your hanging basket mix if you put it in the middle. But again, in the beginning, it doesn't compete very well. So give it a chance. Either you push some of the other foliage away from some of the more aggressive varieties, and then once it gets established, it likes heat. So once it gets established into the summer, it'll outperform. It'll perform well on its own.
And part shade to full sun for the Brachycome, the mini daisies.
Yep. This is my next one. This is called Talinum or
Talinum.
Talinum. Yeah. Potato, tomato. So the foliage is absolutely fantastic.
It's a bright lime green.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, they can see it.
Can they?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
For the color deaf people, this is a lime colored foliage, and it's so bright. It's so bright that it almost shines at night. There's a few other things that are so bright that almost shine, but this is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Very small plant. But what I also like about it, it makes this very interesting flower.
Yeah, it almost looks like little nerd candies on top. But these leaves on the bottom, they're gonna get really big.
Yeah.
As it grows out.
Yeah.
So it's really great. We put it in our grasses section because it is a really interesting center in a container.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it is slow to grow.
And these leaves, they're like butter lettuce. Like they have that feeling and that color of a butter lettuce.
Yeah.
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 They're really nice.
And our last 5 at 5 is
Yeah, top
this.
five.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Today's top 5 is
So
this.
strawberry bags. We have grown our strawberries in bags for quite a few years now, maybe 4 or 5 years. And what we love about this is that we can put 10 strawberry plants in here, and you can either grow it in the bag, or you can cut the bag open and plant it into the ground, plant the strawberries in the ground or in pots at home. If you want to overwinter the strawberries, they have to be in the ground before October. They have to be in the ground. They do not winter in pots. They will not winter in the bag. But you could grow it in the bag all summer if you wanted to, or buy a new bag every summer, but you'll get loads of strawberries off of these. And the bags are $25 with 10 plants.
If you grow it in the bag, there's a tube that is inserted here.
A watering spout.
A watering tube, and it's very important. I don't know what it's called, but it doesn't matter. But what's very important is that you know, these bags, especially if they're having fruit on them, these strawberry plants, they'll drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
So
well, anything fruiting, tomatoes, cucumbers, strawberries, raspberries, they need a lot of water when they're building the fruit.
Just to keep the fruit plump and juicy.
Yeah.
So because
And
because this bag is so long, it's nearly impossible to water the whole thing just from the top. That's why the tube is inserted.
Yeah.
It goes partly down, and then the water just leaches out of the tube slowly.
Yeah. The other thing we do is we'll just dunk them in a 5-gallon pail or rain barrel.
So if you come home one day and the thing is absolutely wilted, take it off the wall, you know, and dunk it in a 5-gallon pail for half an hour.
Or a rain barrel.
Yep. So even if the water is up to here, you know, it doesn't matter. The plant will be fine, and then it will perk right up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's today's top 5 plants. Thanks, guys.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye.